feel my hands. It's not very good. Hello, today I'm going to talk about this book as well as 3 other books that I have bought recently. I'm going to start talking about On Photography by Susan Sontag because I've just finished this collection of essays and I found it very interesting. As I said, I kind of read it before when I was doing my photography degree. And I think it has some really relevant points to make about the effect that photography has on society. Its status as art. There's a really interesting debate that kind of runs through a few of these essays about where photographers think it lays in the art world and where sort of critics think that it should sit, and I found that to be a really interesting debate as well. In relation to that, how it has a relationship to painting and the differences obviously between photography and painting and how they are consumed by people and how they are valued as well and what they say about the world. I wouldn't say I had a favourite essay as such, but there were certain points in each essay that I really found fascinating. Like there was one point in one of the essays where they were talking about how photography enhances your awareness of your mortality. When you take a photo, say of yourself, you will always look that age in the photograph, and so therefore it contrasts how you look at yourself in the mirror or how you experience life in real time. There was another interesting point about how photography sits with capitalism, and there's discussion about morality, where if you're taking a photograph of someone committing like a horrific act, are you condoning that by taking a photograph of it? And how do you let that sit with your conscience? So yeah, some really interesting points in this book. I enjoyed it. You can see where I've sort of marked all my favourite bits throughout the book, or bits that I thought were really noteworthy. I think I'm probably going to go back through this book again at some point and just revisit it, but for now I'm going to let it sit on my shelves for a while. Moving on to 3 books that I got recently. I did some overtime at work and I got some spare money. It's never spare, and thought that I would put some of that money towards expanding my bookshelves. I got Golden Hill by Frances Spufford. I saw this on Simon's channel over at Savage Reads, and it's part of the Costa Book Awards shortlist, and something about the way that Simon presented it just grasped my attention. I think it's going to be a book that is quite fascinating. New York, a small town on the tip of Manhattan Island, 1746. One rainy evening, a charming and handsome young stranger fresh off a boat from England pitches up to a counting house in Golden Hill Street with a suspicious yet compelling proposition. He has an order for £1,000 in his pocket that he wishes to cash, but can he be trusted? This is New York in its infancy, a place where a young man with a fast tongue can invent himself afresh, fall in love and find a world of trouble. Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. I also got Toni Morrison, God Help the Child. This I think I saw over at Rosianna's channel, and I'm also interested in reading Toni Morrison's other works, especially Beloved. Or Beloved. I'm actually really sad because this book arrived from Amazon and I ordered it as used but new, and it came and it's so worn and it's got pen marks down the spine and it's got scratches all over it. I was really upset because like this book effectively looks like it's been kicked around on the floor somewhere, and I find that really kind of upsetting. But anyway, that shouldn't affect the content of the book. I'm really looking forward to reading this as well. And last but definitely not least, Nimona. I have been after this book for so long, this graphic novel even. Ever since I've been following Noelle Stevenson on Tumblr, I think. I've been really interested in her work, and this just sounds like really entertaining. So yeah, it's been on my wish list for a while, but I finally decided to actually bite the bullet and get it, and I'm really excited to read it, and I think I'm going to make myself read it last just to kind of hype up the anticipation, so I hope it doesn't let me down. I also got a bookmark from the place I ordered Nimona, and they gave me this little tiny bookmark from Wordry, and I think it's really cute and it's going to be added to my collection. So those are the new books I have, and I spoke a little bit about On Photography as well. I didn't give it a really in-depth review. I think to understand On Photography and to be able to give it any kind of decent review, I think I would have to read it another couple of times just to really get my head around absolutely everything in the essays. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm looking forward to reading my new books, and yeah, until the next video, bye!